Well, happy birthday. Happy birthday, America. Am I late? Oh, I am. I'm like 2 minutes late. Oh my God. 3 minutes late. I thought I was on time. God. Anyway, good morning. Good morning. Sorry. Jen was here earlier. Oomph was here on time. I'm the drama. Well, I stayed up too late. I stayed up too late. But it's fine. It's fine. Good morning. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy giving of thanks. Happy whatever day you want to make it, cuz it's got a pretty goofy origin. Good morning, Lee. Good morning, darling. Happy Thanksgiving. As is the custom. As you can see, I found the little parade. It's a little rainy there in New York City. I don't think that parade is very fun in rain. I'm just gonna call a thing a thing. Here comes Pikachu. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Well, I have a few things for you today. I'm going to start off with a poem, though. Not right away, because I'm really going to ease into this day. I'm not rushing. I'm not rushing. Hi, Neil. Detroit has a great parade today, too, and a big football game. Go Lions! Okay, you know what? I'll root for the Lions. Wait, who is it? Is it Detroit and Dallas Cowboys? Is that the game that always is played on Thanksgiving? I should know this. My mother was a huge football fan. I should definitely know this. But good butterflies. Good morning. And Neil and everyone's here. I love you guys. Oh, that's not Pikachu. That's some other yellow thing. What happened to Pikachu? What the hell? Nothing's the same anymore. God damn it. Nothing is the same. Hi. It looks cold and wet and nasty. It looks bloody miserable. These kids are like, I'm not thankful for shit. I'm thankful for going to brunch after. What the hell is that? Anyway, I'm sorry. I won't do that the whole parade. Anyway, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I am thankful that you are here. I am thankful that anyone is always here. Frankly, I'm so thankful. Detroit and Dallas play on U.S. Thanksgiving, but are not playing each other today. What? Lions versus Bears? Dallas plays the later. What? Is this like the first time that's happened where Detroit has not played Dallas? Because isn't that like the standoff? Oh, you're making quiche for breakfast. Oh my God, I'm so hungry. Can I have some quiche? Can I have some quiche, Lee? Duh, Bears. Oh my God. That sounds so good. What kind of quiche? Oh, is that that's one of the signs of fascism, according to Eco, is that the Dallas doesn't play Detroit on Thanksgiving? They usually don't play each other? Is that true? Where have I been? Is that really true? I seriously thought they played each other. Well, I don't really know. It's usually this way, but when the Lions were so bad, Dallas wanted the earlier game. Oh, okay. 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 I get it. I get it. Quiche Lorraine. Fuck yeah. Yummy, yummy. Make the games run on time. Well, that's right. That's right. Oh my God. Fuck, man. I can't. I can't. I'm going to have to take a nap. Dallas and Detroit traditionally have homer games on Thanksgiving. Oh, okay. Neil knows a lot more than I do about about this particular. I can't believe I didn't know that. I'm going to be honest with you. Power play by Dallas. I really remember that losing streak. Was into football then. I mean, my family is into football, sort of. They watch. I mean, we follow the Niners and stuff like that. But my family knows about sports ball. I don't. Warming quiche is more accurate. Purchased from my favorite local market. Well, those are the best kind. Frankly, those little markets that have delicious little baked goods. Yummy, yummy, yummy. I think that sounds really good, actually. Let's see, what are we doing today? We bought a turkey breast because we both just like turkey sandwiches. We're not really into like the whole turkey. I mean, I am into the whole turkey thing, but there's just two of us, so it's no reason to make a whole turkey thing. And so turkey breast, we're just going to do the regular. We're going to do this. I'll make a beautiful gravy because I make pretty much the best gravy on the planet. So there's that. And and then other than that, really, we've got the stuff to make sandwiches. I have my cranberry jelly sauce. My can is in the fridge, getting chilled so that my sandwich is nice and yummy. I'm telling you, I just am. Now I'm at the point in my life where I want to do Thanksgiving the way I want to do it, which is I'll eat whatever I want, whenever I want. Hi, Neil. Hi, Jen. Thanks for showing the movie last night. Oh, you're so welcome. Thank you guys for coming. I love that so much. You don't know. I literally get so happy when I see people coming in and watching that. She does not look happy. She does not look happy. Oh my God. Hey, Muskie. Happy food day. Happy food day. Hi, Neil. Oh, yeah. That's so good. Hi, Muskie. How you doing? Yeah. Happy day of the thanks. Well, I have a poem to read for you first. I love gravy too. Was used to it with every meal after living in England. Oh my God. I just adore gravy. Lots of creepy people in that movie last night. Neil, that movie is full of creepy people. And it really fascinates me to see the ecosystem of people like, if you recall in the movie last night, they have those CNP meetings, the Council on National Policy or whatever. And those meetings are really what I view, and I could be wrong, but I believe those meetings are really how they coordinate the messaging, right? How they coordinate the messaging of that goes through the ecosystem, like Steve Bannon, etc. Oh, butterflies. We watched in Discord last night. We watched People You May Know, which is a documentary from a few years ago about Cambridge Analytica and the ensuing network of data gathering and manipulative softwares, right, that are out there like Glue and Ko-Fi and Crew, the Christian on campus. So this movie really shows to me the network of organizations and how they work together, and how these informal networks actually create and what I believe really helped push this Overton window, the move to the right. So it's so good. Butterflies, I own the movie. I swear to God, I will show it again. If you tell me a day and time, girl, I will put that fucking movie on Discord. So you can see it's a really good movie. And I every time I watch it, I learn a little something different about the situation. So it's a very good movie. Very good. Time to bake while the quiche is in the oven. Oh, good reminder. Good reminder. Let's have our Thanksgiving joint. Well, let's have the first Thanksgiving joint. The movie, not well organized. You know what it is, Max? The movie actually it's like a lot and it moves really fast, and it's like it feels like it's trying to jam in a ton of information in a short time. Want to put that movie, Gym Docs and Active Measures in a Drive and hand out at Christmas with a copy of On Tyranny. Oh, wait, I'm frozen. Why am I frozen? Why am I frozen? Wait, why am I frozen? Why am I frozen? What's going on? Hold on, I just need to fix my camera. Not frozen? Oh, okay. I thought I was frozen. I look at myself and I'm frozen. Okay, anyway, well then I won't worry about it. But anyway, look at here's On Tyranny. I just got it. There it is. Little tiny book. Little tiny book. Easy peasy. Highly recommend. Oh yeah, Frozen. Yeah, see, I told you I was frozen. I told you I was frozen. Wait. Let's see if this works. I'm back. Anyway, this is the book On Tyranny. Teeny tiny book. Teeny tiny book. Look. It's not even, it's like 2 joints. 2 joints tall. Camera frozen. I know. Just me. I know. It's just me. Oh. I'm rolling. I love you. Well, I'm not frozen now. Rock and roll, Neil. Smoke 2 joints on security, and then I smoke 2 more. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Uh-oh. The dancing cardinals. Give me 2. No, that's 2 steps. Give me 2 joints, mama. Give me 2 more joints. I just got the Tyranny with graphics. Oh no, Jen. Marie recommended it. It's so great. Pictures, yo. Yes, Badger. And to all of our Canadian friends, unfortunately, you're officially Americans for today. So congratulations. You're Americans and you're celebrating this very odd holiday, which, like many holidays, is steeped in racism and subjugation of other peoples. But here we are. Hi, Carrie. Good morning. Happy Thanksgiving. Up here, it's just known as Thursday. Well, so is yours. Your Canadian Thanksgiving for us is known as Monday. You misspelled the knee. Tire knee. Tired knees. I have the graphic version. I didn't even know there was a graphic version. I don't even know who celebrates it. I went to send a DM and was like, fuck, that might be offensive. Well, it's true. It's kind of like, can we just make a holiday that is about like, oh, thank God we survived the trip over here. It doesn't have to be like, oh, thank God we gave smallpox to all the natives. Dancing in Handmade Red. I know this band. I'm like, oh, what an unfortunate color choice of red. But it's raining, so they have to wear them. Well, Lee, that was a great suggestion because I already feel better. Oh my God. I hope everyone's getting ready for their whatever day they're having. I mean, I suppose if you're not in America, it's just like Thursday. I just refer to it as a holiday weekend now. That's a good idea. I refer to it as reminder that that white people were really shitty and and can still be really shitty apparently. So unfortunately, that's why it doesn't. Yeah, thank you for the vaccine. Oh my God. Thank you for helping us not starve. It should be, oh my God, should be a holiday for like the tables should turn or something. Yeah, just gather, eat, talk. Nothing. It's nothing. You're not special because you got on a boat and came over here? Look up to snow-covered yard, but thankful it's not sticking on pavement. Ah, that's the best kind of snow. That to me is the best kind of snow. Wait, still want a handmade cake for my birthday, made with a Holly Hobby pan. Have you seen those? Yes! Yes, Lee, I have. Yes, I have. I was a big Holly Hobby fan when I was little. I thought they were so cute. I never got them, like I didn't really get them. I don't know why, because my mom was really good. My mom worked her ass off and basically tried to give us everything we wanted, regardless of our economic standing. And so I'm kind of surprised, but I just don't recall ever really getting them. A handmade cake. Yes, you can make them with a Holly Hobby pan. I love that. Ah, okay. Well, no, I'm going to finish this joint first, but then I have a poem to read for you. Holly Hobby is making a comeback. Well, only in the fact that when you look at the cake pan that's shaped like Holly Hobby, it looks like a handmade. Hold on, I'll show you. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, man. Let's see. Oh, man, I just want the fucking images, okay? Can we not do all the weird stuff? Okay, so let me show you this. Hold on. And it's like a profile of the... Here. Oops. Oh, stand by for more live. Oh, okay. All right. Well, then you need to go away because you're bugging us. All right. So this is a Holly Hobby. Here's a good one. Let me see if I can find one that actually made a cake. So, like, this is the shape of the cake. You see? I know. The weather fits the mood perfectly, doesn't it? Yeah, I remember that. It's the perfect handmade. Let me see if I can find a picture of a cake actually made with it. Cake pan handmade cake. Let me see. Oh, man. They really kind of edited that on the internet. I don't even see a version of it. Handmade cake. Let me try one more time. Wow. They just are protecting Holly Hobby. They're protecting her. Oh my God. Under his eye day. Yeah, that's what it's going to be. Found mine on Pinterest. Oh, okay. What holiday is celebrated with a handmade cake? Your birthday. It does look like a handmade. I was the opposite. A mini mobster demanding Barbies. I loved Barbies. Are you kidding? I mean, it is perfect for a handmade cake. Yes, they did it in 1975. Who knew? Fuck, man. The 70s were right about a lot of things. That's pretty much it. Okay, I've got to find... Oh, shit. Just kind of kicking everything off. Oh, I really just hit the... Damn. Okay, calm down. Adror Day. Auror Day. Let me see. Hold on. Because we're gonna be doing things. We're gonna be doing it things, and with things that we're doing. Oh shit, what did it? Oh man. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay, I don't think I'm supposed to watch this person's thing. Wait, how many subscribers? Oh, they have a lot of subscribers. Fuck that shit. Oh, New York. New York, New York, a toddling town. The Bronx is up, but the battery's down. And people run in a hole in the ground. New York, New York, it's a wonderful time. I did love living in New York. Bobo is determined to go back. Bobo is definitely a New Yorker. She loves New York. She always has. And she wants to move back there. So I predict, Ardor Day. Ardor Day. There's a big boat. Oh, there's some duck. There's a duck. I don't know what's Donald Duck. Okay. All right. I'm going to read you. Okay, well, we're not going to do that. We're gonna quiet. Oh my lord. There's a big thing coming. Okay, here we go. My brother lives on the Upper West Side, and we'd go over and watch them inflating the balloons the night before. That's so fun. That is so fun. Sunny but cold today in southeast Michigan. Squirrels are active in the yard. Cooper Hawk was hanging around. Oh my goodness. I love hawks so much. So much. All right. I have a poem for you. I haven't read this poem, but it just caught my eye. So I wanted to read it. And I'm going to put it down here. I know you can't really, well, maybe if I make it bigger. Oh, here we go. There we go. Perfect. All right. I don't know. I just wanted to read this. I don't know. Something drew me to this poem. So I want to read it. And I'll light my joint after I read it. This is called Slant by Suji Kwok Kim. And I don't know what year it is. Maybe it'll tell us if we get a little lower. If the angle of an eye is all, the slant of hope, the slant of dreaming, according to each life, what is the light of this city? Light of Lady Liberty, possessor of the most famous armpit in the world. Light of the lovers on Chinese soap operas, throwing barbecued ducks at each other with that live it up while you're young, woo me kind of love. Light of the old men sitting on crates outside giga shops, selling dried seahorses and plastic temples of heaven. Light of the yin and yang junk palace. Light of the Golden Phoenix hair salon. Light of Wiggoramas. Light of the suntanners in Central Park, turning over like rotisserie chicken sizzling on a spit. Light of the pluck you and gone with the wings fried chicken shops. The parking meter leaners, the glamazons. The oglers wearing fern-wilting quantities of cologne, strutting, trash-talking, glorious. The immigrants, the refugees, the peddlers, stockbrokers and janitors, stenographers and cooks. All of us making and unmaking ourselves, hurrying forwards toward who will become, one way only, one life only, free in time but not from it. Here in the city, the living make together and make and unmake over and over. Quick, quick, ask heaven of it, of every mortal relation, feeling that is fleeing. For what would the heart be without a heaven to set it on? I can't help thinking no word will ever be as full of life as this world. I can't help thinking of thanks. And that is Slant. Beautiful. Yeah, thanks. I am thankful. I'm always thankful. Because I just, I really do. I think it's because of, like, when you, anytime, like, when you have lost, like, I lost my best friend a few years ago. She died after really horrific battle with cancer. And she was like my best friend, like the person who knew me the best. We'd known each other for a very long time. And when she died, it really changed my life, really. I mean, I can really go back to that moment. And that's why I feel like every day, or really, yeah, every fucking day since she died, like, I am so grateful. I just feel like life is so fragile. I just feel like life is so fragile. So, yeah, I love the imagery in that. I can see New York City. I can see Canal Street. I can see it's really cool. Yeah, so I just feel like the thankfulness, I guess, the gratefulness is that, you know, this is the point. Right now, right here is the point. And all the other stuff, all the apps, all the apps, all the slams, all the petty bullshit, all the whatever, it really is meaningless. It really is. All the beefing is incredibly meaningless. Incredibly. So, what a waste of time. So I guess that's what gets me so frustrated when people act shitty, is that what a waste of energy and time, and how cruel to just want to make people upset that you don't really know that well. But so I'm grateful. I'm grateful for you. I'm so grateful for this community. Fuck. I don't even know how we really did this, but I really love what we have. And no matter the if I complain or whine about, we don't have we want more subscribers and all that. I know at the end of the day, it's the people that make this experience worthwhile. It's not the numbers of people. It's not the numbers of people. It's the people that make it worthwhile. So I really am grateful for this streaming thing and the ability to connect with you guys, really almost on a daily basis. Like, that really is, I'm really grateful for that. So in terms of the goofy part of this holiday around grateful, yeah, I think our energies do bring us together, and I think ours did. And we stuck through some, weird stuff. And I'm just really grateful for that too. I'm grateful to have maintained my, just kind of held my head up through, and tried to be you know, tried to not be a shithead. Because sometimes I tried not to be a shithead. Sometimes. Other times, look it. Anyway, I'll link that poem in the description of the video, as I will with most of everything that we've done here. But we do have other things we can read too. So we're gonna it pushes the real ones together. Griffey, you fucking hit on it. You really did. Because I think this time on the internet has taught me a lot about the tales people tell and how you have to defend yourself in a, you know what I mean? And that I look at people that have, been outside or inside, and when they look at like any kind of strife that's happening against, us or whatever, um you always are kind of counting on the people around you to understand who you are at the core and not believe any of the nonsense. But then you also know that you don't really have an expectation that people won't just believe the nonsense. You know what I mean? Does that make any sense? So I'm really grateful when people are like, I see you, Lolo, through the nonsense. And that's what I want to do for people, is like, I see you through the nonsense. I'm going to try. I'm not going to let anything take away my trust of Although I do have less trust now of people, but yeah, I love this place too. I think we just by virtue of what we all want out of this experience called, internet is just community, right? We want community and yeah, feelings and real feelings. Living in uncertainty, you got to be strong. We appreciate it. Oh, well, thanks, Griff. But, it's like, I think I'm good. Like this is, in fact, I won't say who said it to me, but one of you a long time ago, when I was super whiny about the fact that I couldn't grow the channel, you would always say to me, but are those the people you want in your channel? And of course the answer would be no. I don't want people who are mean or petty or bigoted or any of that nonsense. I don't want them there just because it's a spectacle, right? I don't want them there. That's not what I want. And so, the person who told me that, I was like, they're right. Like what I want is for this to grow organically and that is great because then the messaging, hopefully positive messaging gets out and media literacy gets out. But at the end of the day, I mean it's really I feel like we really win. Like even as kind of pushing as we've been to grow the channel, like we win. We really win. Well, it's yeah. Max, it sounds like Max. Our beautiful, pragmatic, wonderful Max. Yes, I believe she may have said things like that. Like, what are you worried? What are you doing? You don't want that. And they're right. I don't. I want this. Where people honestly just kind of show up and it's like, I got something out of this experience. I got to say hello to butterflies, whatever the thing is that brings you. Like, I think it's really fun. And I think we're learning stuff. I feel like I'm learning a lot. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like I learn a ton. And I don't really, I think a lot of you guys already know some of this stuff. So it's not like breaking news or anything. I can't imagine trying to be a breaking news person. This place is so deep. I learned the background, not the propaganda. Muskie, what a beautiful thing to say. Carla, okay, I'll leave. Hey, y'all, we did it. Carla's gone. Oh, my God. I'm going to tell you right now, Gal, as a mod, being able to drop links, it enhances the entire channel, Max. That's an understatement, okay? That's an actual understatement. I know that the reason I'm so happy about the content of these shows because Gal's able to come in and go, hey, have you seen this, and this? And I definitely know. We'll miss your wit, Carla. Good riddance. Oh, finally. Phew. Yeah, Carla is an op. We're all ops. No, but Max, you're absolutely right. It's like Gal and Teresa and a lot of you drop links to me during the show. Now, whether or not I'm fast enough to grab them is another thing. That requires a little bit of dexterity that sometimes I don't have. But that's the entire. I mean, I come up with some things, which I have some things, but no way. Don't let the door hit you in the ass. Hey, wait, that's my comedy partner. You can't get rid of her. I need that bitch. I like talking to you guys, though. We don't always have to be reading things. Although I do enjoy reading you things. Very much, actually. But I also enjoy talking. Oh my God. All right, I want to hear the side dishes that are coming out of this group. What are we talking for side dishes? Who's got the winning side dish? I'll be the judge. God damn it. I keep hitting that poor cord with my damn joint. Fuck, man. I've got a couple things though. I've got Ruth Ben Ghiat. Uh I've got her thing to read from 11 hours ago. I'm going to read her thing. We got that. I got this. Oops, that's not it. But that's a nice color of pink. The law went light on Trump and now America will pay the price. This is another one. This is from the New Republic. I got that for you this morning. I got a shit ton of things for you. Well, not shit. Okay, this is from Teresa. It's weed for me with a bean dip and chips. I have to make shells for the boyfriend since he always cooks one big side dish. Oh my God, like what kind of shells? Do you do like tomato sauce? Joke's on y'all. I'm not leaving that easily. Real cranberry sauce with orange zest. Whatever. You know, it's funny. That's what I'm having for Thanksgiving too, is a bunch of weed. Oh man, that thing just went out. Okay, I'm smoking it. I'm not getting distracted again. Stop it. Cheese stuffed. Okay. I'd eat that. I'd eat that. I dropped a link in Discord, a British guy who got himself out of alt-right. Oh, really? Hold on. Let me see if I can get to Discord from here. Well, it's all so confusing. I don't really know where I'm going. Will it open? Oh, it will. Am I still in voice? Oh, no. I'm always thinking I'm in voice. Jimmy the Giant. How I escaped the alt-right. Ah, Jimmy. Jimmy the Giant. He sounds very British. Then I've got this from Teresa. Exxon lobbyist investigated over hack and leak of environmentalist emails. I want to say succotash because I like the word, but I hate lima beans. Ooh, I love lima beans with butter. With butter. All right, good. I've got that. I might be able to watch that. I don't think that guy will be mad if I watch his thing. But anyway. Is that right? Yeah, you know, the thing about it, what is that? Why is that a black screen? Okay. Damn it. I love my lima beans. It's a month old, but very interesting. It sounds good, Carrie. I'm going to take a look at it. Wife is traveling for work, so I'm not cooking till she gets back. Well, that would make sense, Muskie. That would make sense. I know. Cheese stuffed. God, I'm really hungry. Me too. Less the dip and chips. More weed. More weed. My family does all the cooking. I'm looking forward to the sweet potatoes. Oh, I love sweet potatoes. Stuffing and gravy. All right, Lee, you and I are like the same. There will be a plethora of desserts. Usually take a walk between dinner and dessert. Oh, how nice. Those are nice. See, this is the trappings of this holiday are actually quite nice. The reasons behind it are dumb as fuck and actually offensive. But the trappings of the holiday itself are actually quite nice. Gathering, eating, sharing a meal, you know, little traditions. All of those things I think are very what make being a human kind of fun. The problem is when you steep it in some kind of racist bullshit takeover where a genocide, you know, like those things. That sounded terrible, but I mean, it's like, God. Roasted Brussels sprouts with lemon butter. Oh my God, Neil, that sounds so good. Oh, Oren! You're in bed, warming up my apartment before I get up, lurking around the back. I'm going to tell you right now, it's cold. This is not like it was when I was a little girl growing up in California. I don't recall it being this cold. I like Brussels sprouts. Aw. I love Brussels sprouts. I love those roasted Brussels sprouts. I usually eat too many of them and then I end up feeling sick though. That happens. A lot. A lot. A lot. Oh, I know why that was doing that. It was because I had this. Oops. Oops. There we go. Oh, there's the turkey. Wait, what's that song from Bob's Burgers? We're having mashed potatoes. Ah, the turkey looks great. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for being here. The whole world's thanking. The whole world's thanking you for thanking me for thanking you. Kill the turkey. That's Bobo and I. We sing that every Thanksgiving. Oh, wait, it's pass. The cranberry sauce. We're having mashed potatoes. Oh, the turkey looks great. Thank you for being here. Thank you for loving me. The whole world's thanking. The whole world's thanking you for thanking me for thanking you. Kill the turkey. That's the best Thanksgiving song. Oh, here we go. Yeah, welcome back. I made Rosa's. Welcome back. Brussels sprout spring rolls, and they were to die for? That sounds really good. That sounds really good. Thanks, Belgium. That sounds really good. My side dishes are going to be coffee. I am probably going to make cookies. Okay, so the schedule for today is going to change a little bit because I'm exhausted. But what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to, at 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m., I'm going to make cookies, I think. Maybe I'll make them in the afternoon. You know what? Actually, maybe I'll make those later. Because I have to do a family call. So I think I'll do... I'm going to come back with another show. Probably, I don't know when. Sometime today. God damn it. I'll put something up. So I'll put a time up in case you're around. I mean, obviously, everyone has things to do. So please understand that I know you all have very full lives. So obviously, never feel obligated. But I will put up shows in case people are around and they don't have anything to do and would like something to interact with. Sprouts parboiled, then fried in butter. See, this is the part, Carrie, I fuck up the parboiling. Now, do you, no, even Smokey looks depressed. But now, so Carrie, when you do that, do you slice the sprouts? Like, do you cut them in half or do you actually like slice them in slices and then parboil that and then saute? Because I will do that. I think and this is embarrassing, but I don't think I've ever really mastered the art of parboiling. It sounds really good. Oh, whole. Okay. Because now I'm wondering, I haven't ever tried that where you actually like, not shred them, but like actually cut the Brussels sprout into like 3 sections or something. Peel them to leaves and deep fry. Deep fry? You know what? I'm going to be honest with you. I'm kind of thinking of getting a little deep fryer because I like to make taco shells, but I hate doing it in like a Dutch oven because I inevitably get burned. And I'm thinking, is there a way to make tacos in like a little deep, like one of those mini deep fryers? Because there's just nothing like a taco shell, like your own homemade taco shell. You know what I mean? Like I'd really like to do that, but I never. Is there a thing like that? Does that exist? Deep fryer must be kept in the garage. What? I don't have a garage. Oh man. Air fryer. Well, I mean, I have an air fryer. It doesn't really do the trick. Doesn't really do the trick. I guess maybe I should try that though. Actually, now that you say that, I think I should try. Fry shell in a high. Oh, okay. Well, you know what? Probably that's it, Muskie. I could try that. I could definitely try that. I could try doing it like in a pan like that. And now that I'm thinking about it, I have I have a convection oven that has an air frying thing. Oh, don't forget to cut crosses in the stem of the sprout. Learned this when I worked in a fancy restaurant in England. Ooh. If you can get frozen sprouts, they can go straight into the fry pan. Skip the hard bit. Oh, that's kind of a good idea, Carrie. Wow, that's a good tip, actually. Now I want Brussels sprouts. Oh, there's peanuts. How come they're wearing... Never mind. This thing keeps going out. What am I doing? Am I... That keeps the demons out. Yeah, exactly. That's how... Wait, what did we say? Oh, that's how the Mexicans do it, Muskie Butterfly says. They use the high side of the fry. Oh, I did not know that. Bought an Instant Pot where they were all the rage. Have never used it. I think you could probably get a lot out of that, Neil. I know. You know what, Carla? Make a tostada. You stupid bitch. That's what you meant to say. Make a fucking tostada. Oh, you did? You learned it from Mexicans. Oh, I'm going to try that. This is terrible that I've never really... I'm always I'm going to fry them in oil. And of course, they're delicious, but they're really greasy, and I don't like that. I'm going to try that. Okay, I've got corn tortillas in them. Of course, I'm not going to have any tacos today. I could have turkey tacos. Demons happen the day after sprouts. Is that how it works? Oh, okay. There's Snoopy. Yeah, well, 'tis the season. 'Tis the Brussels sprout season. Oh, I saw that cake recipe in the Discord. Yummy. I'm going to put the cake recipe. I'm going to put the link in this description of today's show because everyone should have that. That one pan cake recipe looks really good. Looks like something my mom would have done. The Mexican food terminology section of my brain isn't awake yet. No worries, Carla. I always heated up tortillas right over the burner. Is that wrong? No, Max, I've done that too. It's just that when I was making a bunch of taco shells, clearly I have been doing this wrong. Can I just say I have been doing this wrong? Con queso. Just eat a tostada. Tostada. Okay, I have to have some coffee. Oh my God. All right. Let me read these articles. Oh, I love chili relleno. Oh my God, I love chili relleno so much. Now I want Mexican. Okay, let me see here. All right, I'll read this depressing one. The Trader Joe's handmade tortillas are so good. Have I not bought them there? Okay, well now, oh man. Trader Joe's has handmaids cooking now. Wow, that was fast. That went fast. Oh boy. Oh my God. Okay. We're gonna do some learning. We're gonna do some media literacy. Even if it's a holiday. Media literacy doesn't take a holiday. More than obeying in advance. Hello. God, Trader Joe's. Didn't take you long. All right, I should finish this. I'm going to finish this and then read because, damn it, I've done this before where I just let my joint go out. Hey, does anybody do like gingerbread houses or anything? Do you all decorate a gingerbread house? We're going to learn even if it hurts. That's right. Media literacy doesn't take a holiday. Welcome to Media Literacy Church.
In nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti.
That's right. That's right. If the tariffs go through, you'll need to run to the store and stock up. Buy your turkey now for next year. Do it. Hey, Pepper. How you doing, babes? We're just gonna learn and as even if it kills us. There's no. Whoa! Is that a Krampus? Jesus! Wow, hide your kids. That's what we should do. We should watch Krampus. We're gonna. Remember last year we watched Rare Exports, which is my favorite Christmas movie, where Santa goes on a killing spree. It's the most wonderful Norwegian film about a bad Santa. Oh my goodness. Teresa, good morning. Happy Turkey Day, darling. Happy Turkey Day. Oh. Was informed at the supermarket I was entitled to a free turkey, but I don't like turkey. Looking into churches to donate it to. Well, that's awfully nice. Good for you. Oh, man. I want the Senate to hold the vote to allow insurrectionists to hold office. It would take 60 votes in both houses, wouldn't pass. Carrie, I want that too. I think we need to put our collective energy behind that. I think that actually is a good idea. I always listen to Alice's Restaurant. She just died, by the way. Alice. The real Alice. She did. She just died. If you're all listening to Alice's Restaurant? Wait, what? Did I miss some? Is this a holiday tradition that I have not taken part in? Sipping coffee and dog sitting. I hope everyone is having a wonderful morning. Well, we're trying, darling. This is the most fun information I've ever got. Krampus and Brussels sprouts. Yeah, she just died. Definitely can't get Alice now. Yeah, exactly. The Supreme Court addressed that. Well, yeah, they kind of did, I guess, actually. Wait, what did we read yesterday? Didn't we read something yesterday that said that it actually wasn't what we thought it was? I don't know. I can't remember. And now my brain's fried. Gal! Good morning, Gal. Happy Thanksgiving. Gobble, gobble. Gobble, 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 gobble. We're just hanging out. Kathy! Happy Thanksgiving, y'all. The song starts out at a Thanksgiving dinner. What song? Carla, wait, what song? Oh, Alice's Restaurant. Yeah. I see what you're saying. The Turkey Day tradition. Wow, I feel so out of it. Now I'm going to have to do it. I'm probably going to get bazinged if I do it. Well, there you go. You learn something new every day. You learn something new every single day. Okay, we're going to read this new Republic article as soon as I finish this poor tragic joint. How did I become aware? Because my brothers and sisters listened to it all the time. They didn't just do it on Thanksgiving. That's why. Because it was all over my house. Hippie friends. Yeah, it's my brothers and sisters. I was surrounded by hippies. That's all they listened to, was all that stuff. They were a great musical kind of orienter. But yeah, no, I know all that stuff. I mean, I know of it. I'm not as big a fan, and clearly I didn't get the whole Thanksgiving memo. Whatever, like traditions, I missed out on a tradition that entire life. After they grew up and embraced statism, then they revisited on Thanksgiving. Wait, what? After they grew up? Who's they? What is the people in the rain? Oh, that's the Thanksgiving Day parade in New York. That's what that is. Time to watch It's a Wonderful Life, family tradition. Nice. Yeah, it's that parade. Oh, duh, the parade. What? Okay, wait. After they grew up, no, they didn't. Oh, I guess they didn't. Well, I guess. Yes, it's the Macy's parade. Yeah, it passed me, but that's fine. Now it's all of ours because you all brought it to us. Oh, you guys are so nice. I just think you're so nice. But yeah, she did just die. So R.I.P. Transition from hippie to yuppie and then nostalgic. I don't know. My brothers and sisters are pretty hippie. They're pretty hippie. I mean, they're not, anarchists, but they're pretty left. You can't get anything you want in this version of government. Yeah. You can't always get what you want. For what it's worth, a DJ on public radio in northern New York plays Alice's Restaurant by Arlo Guthrie every U.S. Thanksgiving. There you go, Neil. I really am behind the times. I learned something today. I know, always learning new things from the lounge. It's a new tradition for some of us. Hello. Yes, then we have the Christmas parade in Hollywood. What's that called? Pretty Silly Parade. I don't know what it's called. Alice doesn't live there anymore. That was a great show. That was a great movie. Merely joke juxtapositioning hippity nationalistic holiday. Oh, I see what you're saying. That's a good point. On a day that is celebrating no, please don't even, no. I was just making sure that they were, yeah, well, I mean, they worked, so maybe that's yuppie enough, but no, I'm not, no offense taken whatsoever. Yeah, no, I get the point now. Said, it's this kind of paradox of hippies, anti-establishment, then, honoring a completely establishmentarian holiday with an anti-establishment song. And that's the kind of like paradox is really interesting. So actually it makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense now, and it's not untrue. Not untrue. All right. Let's go ahead and read, let's just read. This is from the New Republic. Um, and it's from today. No, yesterday. Is today the 28th? The Doodah Parade in Pasadena. Doodah. Oh, that one. That one. Pasadena. Weird place. Sorry, not sorry. All right, here we go. Michael Tomasky. The law went light on Trump, and now America will pay the price. Now that Trump escaped punishment for his many crimes, the lesson is clear. He can do whatever he wants and get away with it. If you had told me a year ago that Donald Trump was going to skate away from all legal trouble he was in, I would have laughed in your face. I was confident, after all his years of ripping people off and not paying taxes and taking the fifth nearly 450 times in one day in 2022. Remember that one? The law was finally going to catch him. You could get away with that stuff as rich and powerful, if bankrupt real estate mogul. But once you run for office, I thought and wrote, you've entered a new arena where accountability is more real and fancy lawyering can't brush away obvious facts. Thanksgiving seems to be mostly about overeating. Yes. And awkward family moments. Apparently. Maybe they should just call it the awkward family holiday. I couldn't have been more wrong. Okay, he didn't totally skate. He was convicted in the Stormy Daniels case. He was scheduled to be sentenced to be prepared to wince hard here Tuesday, as in yesterday. Imagine that reality for a few seconds. But we live in a different reality, thanks to Trump's election victory. And that reality isn't only about the past, it's very much about the future. Because the lesson Trump is going to take away from these legal experiences is that he can do anything he wants. Before we get to that, let's review the cases, criminal and civil. On the criminal side, yes, he was convicted in the Daniels hush money case. Judge Juan Marchand, in delaying sentencing last week, gave Trump's lawyers until next Monday to file a motion seeking to dismiss the case. Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg will fight such a move, but it would hardly be shocking to see Trump's lawyers win this one. The voters elected the guy president. Second, as we learned this week, Department of Justice Special Counsel Jack Smith is closing up shop. Third, the Fulton County, Georgia prosecution looks to be dead, thanks in part to Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis's insanely horrible judgment in having an affair with the special prosecutor working on the Trump case. Fourth and last is the classified documents case. I need only say 2 words about that: Aileen and Cannon. The 3 civil cases aren't dead. The first is the $83 million defamation judgment against Trump for E. Jean Carroll, which Trump has appealed. The second is the judgment won by New York Attorney General Letitia James over Trump inflating the value of his real estate. That verdict was $454 million. Trump's bond was whacked down to $175 million. It is also under appeal. Finally, the Central Park Five are suing Trump over comments he made about them in his one debate with Kamala Harris, so that one's just getting started. Civil suits can proceed against presidents, remember Paula Jones and Bill Clinton, but they have to be conducted in such a way as to not interfere with the president's performance of his, I choke on this word in reference to Donald Trump, but duties. And they may just get tossed on appeal anyway. Meanwhile, if you're keeping count, Trump is also in court as a litigant. He's suing CBS, ABC, CNN, and Simon & Schuster. It's just staggering. The man called Georgia's top election official and said, in essence, go find me 11,780 votes. Next, he very obviously incited an insurrection against the United States. Then, after that failed, he walked out of the White House with 13,000 government documents, at least 300 of which were classified, and spent months ignoring entreaties from the FBI to allow the Bureau to conduct a quiet review. Trump's defenders say these were politically motivated prosecutions. I suppose I can see why some people would think that, especially with propaganda news outlets relentlessly driving home that interpretation. But in reality, if anything, the legal system showed restraint with respect to Trump. He could have been prosecuted for a number of things that the system just let go. They could have come after him on obstruction of justice with respect to the Mueller report. Another one was his destruction of who knows how many presidential records in clear violation of the Presidential Records Act. Remember that story? There was a range of unprosecuted potential campaign finance violations. He probably, let us say, pushed the limits of the law every single week he was in office. That's who the man is. That's who he's always been. He acts with complete impunity and disregard for the law, and he dares prosecutors and potential plaintiffs. Come at me. Take your shot. And his lawyers just delay. His lawyers on these cases haven't been geniuses. They've been pretty lousy, but they've taken every opportunity the system allows defense lawyers to seek delays. Everybody blames Merrick Garland, and everybody isn't wrong. Why it took the U.S. Attorney General until November of 2022 to appoint a special counsel on the January 6 case remains a mystery. If he'd moved a year earlier, would it have made a difference? I'm not saying he shouldn't have, but the available evidence suggests to us that either Trump's lawyers would still have been able to delay, and 2, he'd have been convicted, but it wouldn't have mattered, and indeed would have helped make his case about what a martyr he was, and 3, he'd have been exonerated. Trump was lucky, insanely lucky. How did the classified documents case get assigned to the person who has to be the hackiest judge in that circuit, whose shamelessness in every single thing she did was just jaw-dropping? How did he get a Supreme Court that announced in February of an election year that it would hear arguments about presidential immunity, but then scheduled those arguments for late April, 8 weeks later, and issued its ruling on July 1st, 9 weeks after that? Well, we know how he got that court. He appointed a third of it. But how they managed to make the nation wait for 17 weeks is still mind-blowing. Of course, given how the court ruled, it wouldn't have mattered. And now we're going to have a President Trump who is about to see criminal cases against him dismissed and civil cases potentially won on appeal, and who has been told by the Supreme Court that he can pretty much do anything he wants as a president as long as he dresses it up as an official act. It's legal. It's not illegal if the president does it, Richard Nixon infamously told David Frost. Scorn and obloquy were heaped on Nixon, and properly so, for making that egregiously un-American statement. Well, now, thanks to Donald Trump and John Roberts and crew, it's an American statement. And the only lesson Trump will learn from all of this is that he can do anything, which, alas, is the right lesson. Oh, that made me sad. Okay, wait. I need to come back to chat. Let's see. Yes, it is about overeating. Glut boat day. Glut bloat. Glut bloat. Gut bloat. Trump's doodles. Yeah. How obviously the system. Emoluments. Emoluments. All the acts. Hatch Act. Logan Act. Never divested. This was Michael Tomasi. Actually, I think I have a clip of him talking about this. Tomasky, excuse me. I think I have a clip of him talking about this. Hold on. Oops. Let me find that. Where is it? Where is it? What is it? Where's my history? Go to your history. Here he is. Okay, hold on just a second. Oops. Yeah, you know what? Here we go. Let's just, we're going to steal Harry Littman's content. That's right. Harry, come for me. Come at me, bro. But here you go. Here is the guy who just wrote that article saying how much money from China and the Middle East, where else? Yeah, I don't. I mean, that wasn't, to me, that's not the best article because frankly, that's all stuff that we know.
We're
Okay.
not popular among the middle out, the rise of progressive economics. And
Okay.
Welcome to another
Here we
one-on-one on Talking Feds. Really happy to be here today with Michael Tomasky, the editor of the New Republic. He's also the author of the weekly newsletter, Fighting Words, where his article, Why Does No One Understand the Real Reason Trump Won, was first published. He's also the author of 5 books, including his latest, The Middle Out, The Rise of Progressive Economics and a Return to Shared Prosperity. But to my mind, he's
you're right.
The closest to sort of
it was just an opinion
splitting the atom.
piece.
That's probably a bad metaphor, but accounting for, on the one hand, Trump's win that caused some surprise and certainly consternation on the left, and the fact, if I can call it that polls and other things seem to establish that what
I'm not sure I'm staking with this. This is the real reason Trump won is the topic.
Policies were not popular among the electorate, and then just the huge fact staring us in the face that he was returned to the White House 4 years after the most pernicious crime against the Constitution by any president in history, I think I would say. So you have had a lot of people in disbelief and despair over the apparent indifference of the electorate towards Trump's very long lists of misdeeds and even constitutional treachery. And Michael's critical contribution here, I think, is to analyze that indifference particularly and to locate the answer firmly.
If he is not going to mention disinformation, I'm going to call bullshit.
But a whole ecosystem, and one that critically
I know the real reason.
Hermetically
Exactly.
Sealed. So excuse me for fronting the lead on you, Michael, but I wanted to just
We're going to give Michael about 2 minutes.
There's been this flurry of analysis that has seemed pretty unsatisfying or simplistic, or just sort of stating the conclusion. More Hispanic votes or worries about inflation, etc. Those explanations are what have provoked the disbelief, who ask, how could a majority of voters have believed this or ignored that? And here's where your argument pivots to what you call the crucial question. Why didn't a majority of voters see these things? What keeps them from recognizing the stakes or the evidence before them? And even though I've given the Cliff Notes version, give us your general take on this.
Sure. And thanks for having me, Harry. I appreciate it. Look, a lot of those analyses that you referred to are valuable. They are analyses that try to look at voter motivations and try to explain voter motivations. And obviously, that's something that we need to do and that we need to reckon with. And so when people say, inflation, yes, of course, I'm not trying to deny. I wrote a sentence in the piece that I've been kind of attacked for that made it look like, I didn't take inflation seriously. I was trying to get people's attention in the way I wrote it. But of course, inflation obviously was the biggest issue in this election in terms of.
Okay, but Michael, why was inflation the biggest issue? Why? Yes, prices at the grocery store are higher. I understand that. That's part of the why. But why else? Because prices at the grocery store don't necessarily cause that much of an actual like mass psychosis. Okay? It doesn't. Doesn't cause that much of a mass psychosis. So, I don't know if I want to listen to him. I'm just not into these guys who are like, oh, it's just because all the people were so, whatever. Now I will read her. Yeah. Wait, let's see. Butterflies. The border. The same as 2016. I wish President Biden had done a weekly talk and bragged about his administration accomplishments. Yep. I agree. It's really it's just crazy to me. Okay, so you have Oomph dropped a link to an Atlantic magazine podcast. Shouldn't play it. Okay, shouldn't read it. Oh, okay. So take a look at that. Take a look at that link that Oomph dropped. Yeah, I wanted to read. This is Ruth Ben Ghiat's blog post from yesterday. So I wanted to read this. And we shall. Tom Nichols is smart and insightful. Yeah. Yeah, I like Tom Nichols. He can be pompous and delulu about Reagan, but he's generally insightful. I agree. Worldwide psychosis. Yeah, exactly. Oh my God. Okay, here we go. Let's read Ruth. Ruth will help us understand things. Meep, mop, moop. Meep, mop, moop. Do you guys mind if it's not that big? Because I don't want to. Okay, here we go. Technologies of resistance from Nazi Germany to Myanmar. Young people are always in the forefront of resistance movements, and they use the latest communications and other technologies to build networks of solidarity. I don't want to upgrade to paid. Where's your thing? Okay, here we go. I always get confused by these formatting. Okay. This essay is the first in a series about resistance to authoritarianism. I will cover best practices and principles, the range of actions that may be considered as resistance, and how non-action can also constitute resistance, and what we can learn from organized and other forms of resistance in the past and present. We know that authoritarian systems of governance are spreading across the world. A 2022 Freedom House report found that 38% of the global population live in not free countries, and about 20% live in free countries. Yeah, lace up on shoes. We hear much less about the resistance movement that are emerging to contest this shift. Oh my God. 2019 set a world record for protests, and since then, Chile, the US, Belarus, Iran, China, Poland, Israel, Venezuela, and Serbia have experienced the biggest demonstrations those countries have had in decades, or ever. While the reasons for the protests differ in each national case around the world, people are refusing to stay silent in the face of forms of governance that negate the dignity of the individual, control the body, break the spirit, and plunder the workforce and the planet. Dictatorships put people to sleep, and the only ones brave enough to fight it are the youth. I think we're done with the parade. Oh, thank you for letting us pop on your stream, sir. I hope you have a good Thanksgiving. Make this bigger now. There we go. All right. Quote, dictatorships put people to sleep. The only ones brave enough to fight it are the youth, said taxi driver Renato Gomez, a witness to years of Chilean protests in the 1980s Santiago. Young people are often among the first to organize for action. They know that their futures are at risk due to environmental plunder, autocratic control of reproduction, state violence, and hate crimes. Moving from Nazi Germany to Myanmar today, this essay focuses on resistance actions by young people who have utilized the media and other technologies at their disposal in creative and effective ways to call attention to injustices and build horizontal networks of information exchange and solidarity. The White Rose, 1942 to 43, an anti-fascist social network and analog era. In June 1942, 100 people in Munich received a shocking letter in the mail signed by the White Rose Society. It asked Germans to adopt passive resistance, wherever you are, and block the functioning of this atheistic war machine before it is too late. Don't forget that every people gets the government it deserves. 3 more missives appeared over the next 6 weeks, reaching thousands throughout southwest Germany and up to Hamburg. A 5th, written with Munich University professor Kurt Huber, appeared in early 1943. The Munich University students behind the letters had absorbed lessons in mass communications from the regime they so despised. As the brother-sister conspirators Sophie and Hans Scholl stated, their goal was to produce compelling propaganda that would impact a large part of the population. While the Scholls grew up with an anti-Nazi father, they knew how Nazi institutions operated. Hans Scholl was a former Hitler Youth Squad leader, and other members of the group had served in the military. Building a chain of collaborators that reached to Vienna, the White Rose expanded from letters to graffiti actions, like painting Hitler mass murderer on a Munich bookshop, and they distributed leaflets at train stations and phone booths. Most recipients of the letters were chosen because their jobs put them in contact with many people, as with educators, doctors, and owners of restaurants, pubs, and bookshops. The White Rose letters asked the recipients to copy the messages and spread them from person to person. Working in an analog era and in a police state, they tried to construct an anti-fascist social network. The White Rose eluded the authorities throughout 8 months of activity, even when the Gestapo hired a philologist to examine the letters for clues to their identities. But on February 18, 1943, Sophie Scholl was spotted distributing copies of their 6th letter at Munich University. She and Hans were arrested and executed just 4 days later. Their fellow students and Huber were also rounded up and killed. In death, the White Rose gained the mass audience they'd dreamed of. Allied aircraft dropped tens of thousands of their letters over the country. Quote, I had to act out of my inner conviction, and I believe this inner obligation was more binding than the oath of loyalty I had given as a soldier, Hans Scholl told Gestapo interrogators, explaining his actions. The Myanmar resistance, 2021 to the present, humor and tenacity. The Scholls would likely have appreciated the new possibilities open to resistors by the use of social media, which gives dissidents the potential to have that large-scale impact they dreamed of. Of course, Adolf Hitler's inheritors banned social media platforms to silence dissenting voices, fled permitted platforms with trolls and disinformation, and used digital infiltration to track dissidents at home and in exile. Yet today's resistors have known how to create a sense of digital intimacy that exposes abuses and involves others in their experiences. The young resistors against the military dictatorship that staged a coup in 2021 in Myanmar are a case in point. After the democratic opposition led by Nobel Peace Prize recipient Aung San Suu Kyi won the 2020 election in a landslide victory, the military claimed election fraud and took power, forcing Ms. Suu Kyi, I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong, please forgive me, into house arrest and using violence against protesters. The wide-ranging and highly effective resistance that appeared almost immediately includes coders and encryption specialists who find workarounds for government censorship. Hong Kong protesters used apps such as Tinder. This is brilliant. To organize protests in 2019, and Myanmar resistors studied the Hong Kong protests carefully. They can also create apps to weaken the adversary financially, as with the Stay Away app launched by Gen XYZ and Yangon to allow people to quickly find businesses tied to the military junta and boycott them. Brilliant. Brilliant. Raised with Instagram, TikTok, and other platforms, they use memes and create eye-catching slogans and storylines to attract international media attention for their cause. The coup is so bad, even introverts are here, read one sign at a February 2021 protest. We pay you to protect us, not kill us, read another. You fucked with the last generation. So bad, even introverts are here. I time traveled for this? Oh my goodness. I will never understand, but I stand. We pay you to protect us, not kill us. I can't read what this one says. When nobody likes you. Oh, that's what it is. When nobody likes you. Fuck, man. Fuck. Many of these digital insurgents are now fighting in the armed resistance, which a February 2024 United States Institute of Peace report calls one of the most successful anti-authoritarian movements the world has ever seen. Oh, I might want to take a gander at that report. With very little international support. Yeah, no one supported them. The armed resistance has forged enough unity among a wide variety of ethnic and other armies to carry out large-scale operations that have taken back dozens of towns from military control. Why aren't we helping them? Can someone explain the Myanmar situation to me really easily? Like, why are we not helping? Oh, I mean, I understand. Is that bad? I mean, I don't want us to be like bad, but I mean, isn't that a place where we might be able to help them, like, get back to democratic? I don't know. Okay, maybe I don't understand that situation enough, and that's very possible. In fact, it's highly likely. Oh man. Okay. The end may not be near, but the end is clear, wrote journalist Ko Yu in Time in October, forecasting an eventual collapse of the military, which has lost legitimacy in the eyes of a new generation of Burmese due to its corruption, incompetence, and repression. Yet many of these young people don't just want to defeat the military and end the junta. They see this civil war as a rare opportunity to change the system and create a new political paradigm no longer dominated by the military, as Burmese scholar Ye Myo Hein argued in August 2024. Around the world, resistance activities have created a sense of movement and possibility in situations that seem intractable. In Myanmar, armed and digital resistors have used every available technology to gain the upper hand on and off the battlefield against a much more powerful, conventionally and armed adversary. With humor, intelligence, and tenacity, they are creating a new future for their country. But they're still, like, under rule. It's a great picture. So we have to get sneaky. Yeah, and I think it's about, I actually, this is a very good article to me because it makes me think, what was the part about, here we go. Yeah, here we go. These types of ideas, using apps that are not designed, like Tinder's a dating app, right? So using apps that aren't traditionally designed, but that provide a communication link, obviously not, they're not encrypted or anything like that, but there is the ability to use what is in front of us to try and connect with people. Granted, we're not at the French resistance stage, right? Okay. we're not paying for papers at this point. Maybe some people will need to be, but that is not something we're not in Casablanca right now. So I think it's interesting to think about these types of, and it's the app creation because really anybody can do that. It's kind of amazing. And the memes, obviously, I love the humor. I love the fact that humor is being used to kind of diffuse the power, right? You don't scare me. I'm going to laugh at you kind of thing. And I understand, people have paid with their lives for that. Heard a chud on a panel say exasperated at platforms that they've gone through 3 grinders so far. back in Ukraine 10 to 15 years ago. Yes, Carla, thank you. Yes. 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 So, I don't know. This is inspiring to me because it makes me think a little more, and I'm curious to read that. I don't know what the peace report. United States Institute of Peace. 3 years after coup, Myanmar's general face an existential crisis. This is actually, this is February 1st of this year. Let's see, how long is it? Oh, it's actually not that long, right? Is that it? Okay, I'm going to read this because I'd like to kind of put a period on this story. That's not what I meant to say. Except our conservatives have way more pew-pews in the U.S., yeah. Okay, we'll read this little piece. This is from the, referenced in the article, or referenced in her blog post by Ruth. This is the U.S. Peace Institute. Wait, what is it? Is that what it is? U.S. Institute of Peace. There we go. 3 years after coup, Myanmar's generals face an existential crisis, a deteriorating military, strengthening resistance, and a growing role for China in Myanmar. This is February 2024. 3 years after Myanmar's military overthrew the country's democratically elected government, the ruling generals, having suffered humiliating battlefield defeats, face an existential crisis. Victories by the diverse ranks of Myanmar's resistance have invigorated their morale, and they are tightening battlefield coordination despite slow progress toward political consensus. The military, meanwhile, is short of manpower and controls a shrinking percentage of the nation. The international community's reaction to these dramatic developments has remained remarkably flat, with one notable exception. China is intervening in the conflict to advance a crackdown on transborder crime harming Chinese nationals and seeking to strengthen its geostrategic position in the country. On the third anniversary of the February 1st, 2021 coup, USIP experts on the country assess the Myanmar conflict. What is the state of the popular response to the coup regime at this point, and how much ground has the military lost? How do we assess the complex relations across the various anti-junta forces? From Nang Ra and Billy Ford. Myanmar's resistance is one of the most successful anti-authoritarian movements the world has ever seen. Unlike previous pro-democracy movements in Myanmar that involve segments of society, today's national uprising is sweeping in a diverse array of actors who have demonstrated a willingness to make enormous sacrifices to resist the junta. This is the basis for the resistance movement's success, accomplished despite minimal international support and major structural disadvantages. After more than 2 years of steady gains, the movement initiated a coordinated nationwide military operation in October 2023 that now genuinely threatens the junta's survival. Just since October, more than 5,500 junta troops have been killed or captured, including 10 brigadier generals, and more than 30 towns have been taken by the resistance. Overall, the junta has lost no less than 30,000 soldiers since the coup, a major blow to a military of 150,000 troops. Hi, Turtle Sauce! The severely depleted military is losing more by the day and has largely failed to recapture territory that it lost. There is simply no way back for an enfeebled and stretched junta that is rapidly losing its ability to control the public. Its airstrikes and arson attacks on civilian populations have only served to deepen the public's commitment to resist. The rapid military gains bring new urgency to political dialogues that have failed to keep pace. While there are signs of movement and underlying dynamics that will enable constructive political dialogue, progress has been slow. As summarized in the recent statement of intent by a critical mass of resistance groups, there is more binding the resistance movement than a shared enemy, namely the desire for a new political system. Considerable work will be needed to achieve a political consensus, but the international community should not take that as justification to engage the junta, hoping that it can offer stability. It cannot. The junta is the primary agent of instability in Myanmar, and the country will be at war so long as it clings to power. Instead, the international community should support intra-resistance dialogue and other efforts to establish a new political system and avoid actions that divide the movement. How is the international response to the coup changing? From Priscilla Clapp and Jason Tower. The extreme violence and instability in Myanmar threaten the region, yet the country's neighbors have offered no real solutions. ASEAN, the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, remains wedded to the 5-point consensus that the military junta has refused to honor, and which does not address the fundamental question of how to facilitate the military's exit from the country's politics. Hi, Paul J. For its part, Thailand has generously, if somewhat reluctantly, provided safe haven for large numbers of refugees fleeing the chaos in Myanmar. But the new Thai government is still assessing options for pivoting away from its traditional ties with the Myanmar army, which is increasingly losing access to the Thai border and becoming irrelevant there. India has been rudely awakened by the junta's abysmal performance on the battlefield as hundreds of soldiers, overwhelmed by superior resistance forces, flee across the border. The Indian government has an opportunity to build more robust partnerships with the diverse resistance forces that have taken control of key border towns, but its focus is now on finding immediate response to China's growing influence in Myanmar. China's bet that the junta represented its best chance to advance and protect its interest in Myanmar is now subject to considerable strain. Due to the general support and protection for criminal networks inside Myanmar that target Chinese citizens for fraud and forced labor, Beijing cooperated with the ethnic armed groups on the China border, specifically the Three Brotherhood Alliance, in ousting the Kokang Border Guard Force, which was responsible for running over 200 scam syndicates, reaping $1 billion a year from China. This maneuver in turn kicked off a 360-degree assault on the junta military forces by other ethnic armies around the country, capturing key military posts and bringing the resistance battlefront into urban areas for the first time. Wow. To restore stability on its border and shore up security for its geostrategic interests, China has taken a heavy-handed approach in mediating a ceasefire in northern Shan State between the Three Brotherhood Alliance and junta representatives. While the Chinese government seems intent on enforcing the agreement, the junta keeps up airstrikes on the population while resistance forces continue their assault on military posts around the country. China's near-term goals seem focused on uprooting the scam syndicates on its border and protecting its pipeline through Myanmar, the sole source of piped oil and gas to China's southwestern provinces. But the recent developments appear to have China reconsidering whether the junta is capable of restoring the stability in Myanmar necessary to assure China's longer-range plans for the China-Myanmar Economic Corridor. Woohoo! Woohoo! Wait, music? Wait, what? Gotta turn on some music and teach my daughter how to season the turkey and stuff. Happy Turkey Day. Love you, gal. So thankful for you. Ooh. I am. Tell my princess and my prince I love them. And Mr. Gal, too. I love him, too. Let's see. Here we go. As for the United States, Washington continues to apply pressure on the Myanmar army to restore democracy, I'm sure. While providing non-lethal assistance to the pro-democracy movement, the recent events on the ground create an opportunity to strengthen international coordination, particularly with India, which already sees its Act Fast plans threatened by the situation across the border. Further sanctions, especially on transnational criminal groups and militias that are providing them with support and protection, will also likely help address some of the growing transnational security threats. Returning to ASEAN's role, will it be able to do more as Laos takes over as chair? Jason and Andrew Wells Dang. Laos has moved quickly to appoint a senior diplomat, Alunkeo Kitikon, into the special envoy role. In his first month, Alunkeo has already engaged with the National Unity Government, the ethnic armed organizations, and the military regime. This sends a strong signal of the intention of the Lao chair to build on Indonesia's inclusive dialogue approach and of Laos to demonstrate its ability to assert leadership on the Myanmar issue. As one of ASEAN's smallest members, Laos is unlikely to be able to exert influence where larger regional countries have failed. However, its position as a neighbor of Myanmar with close ties to China may give Laos an advantage in being perceived as a neutral arbiter. For Laos, its role as an ASEAN chair is an opportunity to demonstrate its capacity and intent to develop a more independent foreign policy. By the way, thank you who everyone supported my earlier. From Hotel Costas. Oh, yeah, the dance one. The wind, the time beneath my turkey wings. All right, we're almost done. Hold on. One paragraph. God, you guys are just turkey brained. Bye, neighbor. Following these early steps, Laos hosted the ASEAN Foreign Ministers Retreat on January 28th, with a non-political representative of the Myanmar military attending for the first time since April 2021. While some analysts have pointed to this as a significant breakthrough, it might more be appropriately be read as a reflection of the junta's weakness than as a sign of progress. ASEAN, with its consensus-based structure, is poorly suited to negotiate a solution to domestic security crisis involving one of its members. With the junta suffering mounting setbacks on the battlefield and China deepening its efforts to influence the trajectory of the conflict to meet its own goals, the role for ASEAN is increasingly unclear and may be more limited to addressing the regional and global impacts of the crisis. This includes, in particular, the continued influence of the transnational criminal actors, especially along Myanmar's border with Thailand and Laos. Providing humanitarian assistance is also critical, and if ASEAN can find a way to work through the ethnic armed organizations, the National Unity Government, and other key resistance actors, it might also find a feasible means of implementing a humanitarian corridor and increasing this assistance. Thank you. Thank you. What happened? Sugar, na 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 na. Oh, honey, honey, na 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 na. Are we doing food songs? Food parodies? Oh, sugar. Hold on. I'm cumin. Hold on. I'm cumin. Oh, yeah. Soma FM. Yeah. Groove salad. Yes. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, I'll put music sounds like a good idea. Music sounds like a good idea. Now. Pass. The cranberry sauce. We're having mashed potatoes. Oh, the turkey looks great. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for being there. The whole world's thanking. The whole world's thanking you for thanking me, for thanking you. Kill the turkey. All right, friends. I'm going to leave you for the morning. Wah! But I'm coming back. I'm coming back sometime to make some cookies. I'm going to make some cookies, I think. If I can get the cookie shit down. Anything by the Cranberries. Yeah. Ooh, linger. That's such a sad song. Time is on my side dish. Yes, it is. Time is in my side dish. Yes, it is. Yamboree time. Sugar by the Archies was co-written by Andy Kim of Montreal. Well, thank you for that Montreal moment, Neil. That mashed potato follow-up song by D.D. Sharp, Gravy is Fire. Yes. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. You know what? Come in. You know, if I see you, beautiful. If I don't, I hope you all have just the most relaxing and not stressful holiday. Okay? That's what I'm hoping. And for our Canadian, Australian, and international friends, I hope your Thursday or Friday is also very, very relaxing. Thank you. I will do my best. So sometime today I'll be back, but I love you. I'm so grateful. I'm not to be a cheese ball, but I am kind of, We should all come together today to express our gratitude to and for Canada and Mexico. That's right. Oh, I should go to nature. I don't have much nature right close by. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving. Every time I write something about Lolo's cookies, it sounds dirty, so I'll refrain. Well, you know. Hmm. Hmm. All right. Have a great day. Have a wonderful day. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Kiss, kiss to your family. Hey, yeah, you should just go watch that National Dog Show. That's right. Very grateful to you, Mexico and Canada. Shout out, girls. All right. I love you guys. I love you so much. Happy Thanksgiving. I'll say it anyway. Smoke a lot of weed. All right.